So hi everybody, welcome. I'm Teresa Collins. My business is Blended Spirit Academy and Wellness. And I'm going to give you a little bit about me. So I was actually born psychic. I was intuitive, but I didn't use my gifts. I ended actually in the corporate world, which was very interesting. So I had like the shiny office and my own private bathroom and the business degree and all the things, and a variety of traumas that came with that. So many traumas along the way, as we mostly do. Yes. So mental unwellness was a big part of my life growing up, but I didn't really realize that because it was just normal, right? I was also the white sheep of the family. I thought I was the black sheep, but basically I was the shiny light in a lot of darkness, which now I'm realizing, right? So a lot of things are coming up. Now that I'm this age, I get to realize that. But anyway, so I digress. So I had two amazing children, and they were both built with amazing challenges. I say amazing because they have actually developed into like really, really amazing humans. But at the time, we didn't know how to handle it. It was long before ADHD was popular, long before autism was popular. My oldest had a whole bunch of different things that he was dealing with. And from the age of 6 to grade 6, we were in and out of children's hospital. And he was on 4 different kinds of antipsychotics and started getting sicker and sicker. So I was praying, literally, on my knees for solutions. And Spirit, God, universe, whatever one you call it, sent me a lot of messengers and a lot of ways to start helping my own kids. So I actually became the healer I was meant to be because of who they were and them being sick. So in 2011, I started the wellness part. So I learned Reiki, acupuncture, hypnotherapy. I worked with my son, and within 6 months, he started getting better. I fell in love with healing others, and I healed 256 people my first year. Since 2011, I've actually worked with over 10,000 clients in different kind of ways, whether it's hypnotherapy, energetic works, whether it's just helping them release or helping them deal with their own divergent children. That's a big thing right now. In 2018, I realized that women with trauma actually needed to do something with this trauma. So they needed to learn. I homeschooled my children. I personally hated school, so it was really kind of funny. But I ended up becoming a teacher of energy education, which was hilarious. And now I have 5 certification programs, whether it's in Reiki, hypnotherapy, life coaching. I do psychic development, and I recently started doing tuning forks, something called crystal alchemy. So I teach online, I teach in person, and I was recently just hired for a seniors group to teach meditation for them every 2 weeks, which lights me up so much because I get to not only teach the meditation, but also I'm a bit of a grief counselor. I'm a bit of a cleared their space. I'm a bit of helping them find hope. I just did some card readings, and the whole mode of the day was, how can we make quality of life at this chapter? So that's really cool. So I like to do a lot of community services. I also just did a kids fair where I was able to help a lot of children, which is really cool. I've written some children's books. I also have the wellness part. I have the academy where I teach. And then the last piece I have is support products. So everything I create is meant to help support people in the day-to-day, because being human is actually really tricky. So I have a couple bestsellers, and these are my bestsellers this year. And those are Regulate to Receive and The Weight of Money. Everybody can kind of relate to these two. And then to support children, I actually have a children's series called Ellie and the Energy Garden. And this was accepted into the Surrey Public Library, and I'm starting to get it into schools. So that was also part of my really cool thing that I get to actually start getting those into schools. I also have my own oracle decks that I've brought into this world. So we have this one, The Soul Codes Unlocked. And then I also created a children's deck because kids are starting to get interested in this stuff. And I don't want to scare anybody, but it can be dark. So this kids deck I created is actually to help empower them and to help them find their own way. So it's a little bit of self-development too. So ages 4 to 94. So that's how I help the world. So I do wellness, I do the academy, I do teach privately as well. So if there's anything you want to learn privately. And then I have the support products that I like to bring into this world. So the main people I help are women that have had some trauma. You may be carrying it for decades, right? Maybe grief. You've been grieving somebody for about 15 years. With the skill set that I have, the tools in my toolbox, I'm able to actually help you release that in very, very, very quickly, sometimes in 1 or 2 sessions. So these things that have been weighing us down our whole life, they don't need to weigh us down anymore. So you can step into a life that you love, step into a life that you can share with others, and really kind of discover who you are. So, Teresa Collins, a blended spirit of wellness and academy. Thank you. Hi, Beth.